So the street has obviously weighed in, as you would expect, nothing less from Dan Ives. Time to make up and move forward. And Tom Lee, the sell-off in Tesla overdone. One of the worst days in a while, obviously, for that stock, which Barclays calls may have preempted a potential sell the news event on the company's robo-taxi event on the 12th. That's an interesting perspective. Does raise the degree of near-term uncertainty, says TD Cowen. And Wolf, like the rest of us, hard to know how all this ends. But until it does, we'd expect the stock to remain under pressure. Goldman takes the target to 285 from 295. Not a big move, but nonetheless, it is something. And Kevin Simpson has trimmed his Tesla position as of yesterday afternoon amidst the drama as well. What's your thought process through all this, Mr. Shareholder?
It's my job to navigate volatility and uncertainty, and yesterday was something I'd never seen before in my life from an optics perspective. And thinking about the entire Elon Musk ecosystem, they're not in as good a position today as they were 48 hours ago. However the stock trades, whatever handshakes might happen, when you're dependent upon the government to the extent that they are, I look at it as a very risky scenario. So it's my job to hedge. We took the position from 3% to 2% as this was happening. Then we went in wherever we could, and we wrote covered calls on 60% of the portfolio. And I wrote calls at $270 for $25 premium, which is essentially getting out at $295, a little bit below where it's probably trading right now. And this expires next Friday. And if we're out at 300, there's plenty of other stocks that we can look at. I don't need to be a part of this drama.
I mean, Bryn, talking to owns the stock, she's like, well, this means the stock could trade maybe 250. 260. She was sort of hesitant to think that it was time to get back in on that big dip yesterday.
I watched you. I thought she did a great job. I agreed with that baseline. I just wanted to be out of the name. We still have a small percent, essentially what would equate to a 1% position.
Yeah.
I hope it works. I hope everyone makes up and the stock does better because I love the full self-driving Teslas. But I'm paid to manage money, not hope for an outcome.
Yeah. We missed having Josh on the program yesterday on his usual Thursday slot because it really would have been great to have your perspective. Do you have one today now that you've taken it all in?
Oh, man. I was at a funeral yesterday. That's the only thing that could keep me away, Scott. Yeah, my perspective is the drama on Twitter is hilarious, of course. Everyone's having a great time. But I think the real story here is the investor base in Tesla literally doesn't care about anything. This is still a nothing matters stock. It's 120 times earnings. They are losing market share in every key EV market around the world. There's not one that they're gaining or holding market share. And they're not just losing a little, it's plunging. Other companies are selling EVs at a faster pace, and Tesla is selling less. They're literally selling in like the 4-digit, like a few thousand Teslas in some of the biggest automotive markets in Europe, and obviously in the United States, that's becoming a bigger problem as well. China, tons of competition. The stock market, though, has voted, and the vote is this is now a robot and automation stock with a sprinkle of AI. It has nothing to do with car sales. The car sales are only important insofar as they get us to the robo-taxi, which is the next trillion-dollar idea. Fine, sure. I don't believe that, but that's what the market believes. And I think it's just incredible how faithful this shareholder base is. I wouldn't bet against it. And the sell-off might be overdone. Dan Ives and Tom Lee might be right. It's not my bet, but time and again, that's been proven. The stock is already in a 30% drawdown year to date. Keep in mind, it's lost $290 billion in market cap since New Year's Eve, and it's still a $900 billion situation. So yeah. I wouldn't bet against the shareholders buying the dip here and coming right back in.